Alright guys, how's it going? I have another product here from Allpowers. They sent me their R600 power station to review and test out. They also gave me another 200 watt solar panel that I've reviewed previously. Here's the link to it up there. But yeah, this thing sounds pretty good. It's got the LiFePO4s, so it's a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is apparently a lot safer than the older batteries that they put in other power stations. But yeah, let's get this thing unboxed and take a look at it. So on top we got the user manual and everything, warranty. Oh yeah, by the way, it's got a 5-year warranty on it, which I think is pretty fantastic. I think it'll take up to 3,500 charges. It's packed safely in styrofoam. What we got here? We got, looks like just the power cord is all we got. Yep, that's the AC power cord. Alright, and then we got this. So as you can see right off the bat, it's got a nice handle that folds down so you can pile stuff on top of it, since, you know, van life spaces are tight in there. So that's nice about the form of it anyway. So yeah, let's take a look on the front of it. It's got the display screen obviously, and a flashlight, 2 USB-Cs that charge at up to 100 watts max, 2 USB-As, 2 110 volt AC plugs, and your cigarette lighter plug. And you turn each section on and off individually with these switches here. Yeah, there's 15 amps of wireless charging at the top for anybody who can wirelessly charge the phones. It's 299 watt hours that it holds, but it's a 600 watt pure sine wave inverter that can surge up to 1200 watts apparently. There's a Bluetooth app for it to use all the functions on it. With it being 299 watt hours, you can charge this thing from 0 dead battery in 1 hour apparently. So we will be testing that out to see how that works. And the solar input can take up to 220 watts, so that 200 watt panel will be perfect for it. This 200 watt panel came with the cables for plugging it in. I think the only cable that it looks like it came with was the AC. So there's no cigarette lighter charger in it or solar charging, but like I said, it's in the solar panels that if you order both together, you'll get both of them. Another thing with just the AC plug, so there's no extra brick that you have to carry around for charging it, which is nice. I remember other units that I've looked at had a separate brick for charging it, so you have to find somewhere to stow that as well. So that's nice about this. Let's plug this thing into solar and see what the display has to say. Alright, so I should have showed you this side panel as well here. The other side is just fans for intake and outtake. So on here, you have your AC charge port that you plug the AC cord into. It's your AC overload protection button, circuit breaker basically. And that's your XT60 solar input. So I am going to plug, I set up the 200 watt solar panel beside us here, and I'm going to plug this in and see what we're getting. Alright, so it's a little bright, and it came at 71% charge, and we're already pulling in 145 watts in January for solar, which is pretty good out of a 200 watt solar panel. I heard there was one problem with the older models, that when you plugged it into AC power, apparently it made a lot of noise while charging. The fan was really noisy. So hopefully they fix that issue. We'll definitely, I was just testing out the solar, so we're definitely going to try both powers to make sure that everything's powering correctly, and hopefully the fan's not noisy like it is in the older models. Alright, so next test, I ran the extension cord out from the van, plugged in the AC plug, and let's see what we get here. Let's see, 173 watt, 215, 260, 312. Seems to be topping out about 312, 313 watts going in. So obviously with it being a 299 amp hour battery, that's correct. It'll charge within an hour. And there is a little screen below here that says, sorry, it's bright in the sun here. From 75%, it's going to take I guess 34 minutes it says to charge it up at 60 hertz, 75% battery. So yeah, once we get this thing to 100%, I'm going to plug it into a few things and test out that. We'll see you in a bit. All right, another comment I wanted to make while I was charging this. I'm assuming that the fan made noise while charging and discharging, but it's quiet, very quiet. So yeah, even with my microphone right up against the fan, it's not loud at all. In other videos, you could easily hear it from even when the microphone was right on the person or even from the camera. So that's nice that they fixed that anyway. But yeah, this is a nice little budget unit. It's not going to power your whole van or anything, but it will work for certain things. The first thing I'm going to do is test it on my fridge freezer cooler, the 12-volt one. We'll plug that into the cigarette lighter and see how that performs and functions. So let's go there next. I forgot, I should almost mention that right now in January on the website, this is on sale for $209 US. And if you use my link in the description below, you get another 10% off that. So I'd appreciate it if you do that. I get a very small commission from that. So yeah, that would be helpful if you went through my link on that. Yeah. All right, so the two most popular things I found on the internet was how long does it power a fridge for? I leave mine as a freezer at -9 Celsius all the time. And the other one is Starlink. So first we're going to check out the freezer and see how much that uses. Plug it into the cigarette lighter port. Turn the DC on. So now that the compressor is on, it's showing 48 watts of power going out and 7 hours remaining, which is pretty good. So you're not going to be able to run the fridge continuously for 24 hours, but this thing would be great for powering all your other devices, your drones, your charging of your watches or phones, computers, etc. It's a nice little backup power supply. It's light enough. I think it's only 12 pounds for taking to the beach and so on. So yeah, I think this is a great little budget one if you're not needing to run any huge appliances on this. Like I said, as it's changing and once it idles, maybe it will last longer. So I will have to do a test on that to see exactly how long it takes to get down to 0%. But right now I'm just showing the usages. We'll run some more tests later. Okay, so I just connected the Starlink to the AC, turned the AC switch on. It's still showing 99%. It says, 5 hours remaining, that it could run without any sun or anything, but it has passed through charging, so you could be charging it up all day and not losing any of that power at 100%, and then once the sun goes down, so once 4 o'clock, it's on average, you're usually not getting too much solar input anymore, so you're going to get 4-ish hours after sundown, 4 to 5 hours. It keeps fluctuating in between the two. That's how it will power Starlink. The Starlink Mini takes half of the wattage of what a Gen 2 does, which mine is a Gen 2. So that is how much Starlink would use, that you would get 5 hours of continuous use out of it while plugged in. And if you only need to intermittently use it and turn it on and off, but if you're watching Netflix or whatever, I guess you would get 2-ish movies out of that. I think that's half decent for a 299 watt-hour battery. Now the Allpowers R600 also has what's called UPS, which is uninterrupted power supply. So if you were plugged into AC, if this was your battery backup per se, if you knew the power was going to be going in and out at your home or something and you needed your fridge or freezer to stay on, this would do it. It would switch over to using this in 10 milliseconds. So if you had your AC plugged in charging this unit, it more or less does pass through charging like solar does. And you can plug it into your fridge, and if the power goes out, this will keep it running for 5-ish hours until the power comes back on again. Then this will charge as well as keeping your fridge running. So that's another bonus with this thing is UPS. Alright, so after all that, would I recommend the Allpowers R600? Absolutely I would. with the quieter fan and the 5-year warranty and the UPS uninterrupted power supply and all the other features it has. I think it's a great little unit. It's the smallest unit that Allpowers makes, and there are much other bigger units that they have. But this is great for, working outside at the picnic table and doing some video editing or whatever. This would be perfect for plugging in the laptop or charging the drones or whatever. I think this is a great secondary power supply. You can take it to the beach. It's not heavy. It's only 12 pounds. So yes, absolutely, I would recommend the Allpowers R600. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you don't mind subscribing, that way I could get more reviews on things. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Thanks. Oh yeah, and don't forget to use my link below for the extra 10% off. All links to all products are in the description. Take care, guys.